What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Jackal Games. So I'm going to be doing a first impressions for the Dark Pictures Anthology game, Medan. I don't have a physical version, so I'll just put a picture of the cover art somewhere on the screen. I'm playing this through PS Plus Premium. That's how I'm playing it. I'm going to tell you what I think of this game so far after playing some of it. So the Dark Pictures Anthology, Medan is the first one in the series. It's about these people that they're on a boat, they get kidnapped. With the kidnappers, they go on this abandoned military boat, and there's some strange stuff going on there. The kidnappers are trying to find some gold, and our main characters are caught up in this. We have Brad, who is the brother of Alex. We have Alex, who has a girlfriend, Julia. So there's Julia. There's Conrad, who is mocapped by that actor. His name's not coming to me at the moment, but I recognize him for the movie Frozen, not the Disney one. So he's in there, which is cool to see. Then you have, I think her name is Liz or something like that, or Fliss. She's like the leader of the boat and stuff. So those are the characters you have, and you start on the boat. Then you also go in the water a bit, and then you on the ship as well. So it's like a choice-based game. You basically make decisions. You walk around, check collectibles, and you make decisions, and you have a relationship with characters that can either be good or bad relationships depending on the decisions you make. There was also a prequel you played in the beginning, which set the game off with these two military guys, Joe and Charlie. They were in China, and then they were on a ship, and we seen something happen to them, and that started the game off. I thought those characters were pretty cool, especially Joe. I kind of wish Joe was a part of the group because I think he's one of the stronger characters, which is a problem I'm going to get to in this video, to be honest with you. So my first impressions of the Dark Pictures Anthology, Man of Medan, is I am enjoying this game, and it's been fun to play it and stream it as well. But at the same time, I do not like this as much as Little Hope, to be honest with you. So I'm going to get into, so far, like I would say, two problems I have with this game. Number one, this is a big problem for me. The cast we have here, I don't like all that much, to be honest with you. The best character in this game is Brad. He's a smart guy. I like him. I think he's cool. I think it's interesting that he's like the independent one, to be honest. He's not with anybody. Alex, to me, is just bland. Julia, bland. Fliss, eh. Conrad, we haven't really seen a lot of, so it's hard to really say anything about him. He's not in the game that much. I don't know if it's because of the decision I made where you either attack the kidnappers or you leave on a speedboat. But so far, I think the cast is pretty weak, to be honest with you. I thought the cast in Little Hope was a lot better because you had characters like Andrew, John, Daniel. You just had an Angela. This game, my opinions may change the more I play it, possibly, but that's one of my issues so far. I'm not super, just the cast for the most part is not resonating with me, besides Brad. And maybe Conrad could do something if he's in the game more, or maybe there's a decision to have him in the game more. Another problem I have with the game is it doesn't feel like there's as much going on compared to Little Hope. I know this was first before Little Hope, but I'm just going off from playing Little Hope, which I reviewed and did a first impressions of on the channel as well. Really enjoyed that game. It just doesn't feel like there's a lot going on here. You're going through the ship, and you may see ghosts of certain characters. You see this one thing, looks like the Grim Reaper, and you have that little stuff in the beginning, but there's just not a lot going on besides that. You're just kind of going around the ship, characters reacting to stuff, interacting with each other, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot going on. I mean, these games are action heavy, but it's like, where's the enemies you saw at the beginning? It doesn't feel like there's a lot going on, to me, in my opinion, besides just the kidnappers and seeing that there's something going on with the ship. Just so far, I am enjoying the game, don't get me wrong. I don't think it sucks. It's not boring. It's fun to play. I think the visuals are good. Voice acting's good, and I am having fun with it. It's interesting to play through it. It's dealing with the sea, it's dealing with a ship. That kind of stuff is cool. Kind of the plot of it kind of reminds me of that movie. I cannot remember the plot, or the name, but it's the movie with Treat Williams, where he's with kidnappers and they're forced on a ship. It's very similar to that, but I cannot remember what it's called. But I am enjoying my time with the game, playing through it, seeing how the story is with these characters, making the decisions, checking out the environment. Some of the environments are really cool. I do like the environments. I just think what would help the game is maybe if you somehow took, like, to me, what they should have did, take one of the characters from the cast, Alex or Julia, replace them with Joe. I think if you had Joe from the beginning, if you swapped him and put him in the group instead, I think it would definitely help the game. Joe was pretty cool. I liked him. But unfortunately, he's a small character. Spoiler alert, he ends up dying. So, he's not really a part of the cast. But my first impressions is I am enjoying it so far. I am interested to see where the story goes in terms of what is it that happened on this ship. I mean, you kind of see in the beginning, but what's the creatures, like what's killed, what's got the kidnapper spooked? How are they seeing ghosts? I'm interested to see how that goes, and also to see what's going to happen with Conrad's character, to see what happens with these characters, to see how the rest of the game plays out. I was kind of hoping the kidnappers would kind of become allies with the main characters. I thought that'd be kind of interesting. Like they team up for a common goal, but it don't seem like that's happening. But yeah, my first impression so far of the Dark Pictures anthology is Man of Medan is, while I don't like it so far as much as Little Hope, I still am enjoying it for the most part. So those are pretty much my first impressions of the game and what I think of it so far. Let me know in the comments what you think of this game. I plan on playing more of it. I'm debating if I should keep streaming it or not. We will see. But that's all I have to say about the game so far. So, yeah, peace out.